Hey, everyone, welcome back to the Chan. You know, every time Volvo drops a facelift for one of their cars, I get that same mix of excitement and curiosity. Excitement because Volvo's design language just keeps getting better, and curiosity because they always manage to sneak in updates that make you think, that's clever. And here we are with the 2025 Volvo XC60 Facelift, a car that's been one of Volvo's most loved SUVs for years. And now, it's had a little nip and tuck. At first glance, the changes aren't loud or in your face, but they're definitely there. Up front, the grille is a touch sharper, with a cleaner, more modern pattern that feels more premium. The iconic Thor's Hammer LED headlights are still here, because let's be honest, that's part of the XC60's personality. But now they got a slightly more sculpted, high-tech look. And those new alloy wheel designs? They somehow make the car look both sportier and more elegant at the same time. It's a facelift that doesn't scream for attention, but the more you look at it, the more you appreciate the subtle touches. Now under the hood, this isn't a complete reinvention, but Volvo is leaning even more into electrification. The 2025 XC60 still offers mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid options, but the PHEV version now has an improved battery setup, giving you more pure electric range than before. That means for your daily commute, you might barely touch a drop of fuel. And when you do need the petrol engine, the transition is as smooth as butter. And yes, it's still got that satisfying instant torque that makes overtaking feel effortless. And here's the part one really like. Volvo hasn't forgotten about those of us who like to venture off the smooth tarmac. The XC60 might not be a hardcore off-roader, but with its all-wheel drive system, increased ground clearance in certain trims, and clever traction modes, it's ready for gravel roads, muddy trails, or snowy getaways without breaking a sweat. It's that sweet spot between luxury city SUV and adventurous weekend companion. Step inside, and you can tell this is where Volvo has put a lot of thought into the facelift. The cabin feels even more Scandinavian than before, minimal, calming, but still packed with technology. There's a new infotainment update running the latest Google-based system, so you get seamless Google Maps, Assistant, and Play Store integration right from the dashboard. The screen itself is crisper, more responsive, and the overall layout feels less cluttered. The seats. Volvo's always nail comfort, but with the new upholstery options, softer materials, and that perfect seating position, you might just start making excuses to take longer drives. Even small details have been improved. The steering wheel has a slightly better grip texture. The ambient lighting is richer and more customizable, and the sound system? Crystal clear. If you go for the Bowers and Wilkins setup, it honestly feels like a private concert hall. Now, let's talk numbers. Pricing varies by market, but the 2025 Volvo XC60 Facelift isn't trying to be a budget SUV. And it doesn't have to. It's competed with the likes of the BMW X3, Audi Q5, and Mercedes GLC, and still manages to feel like the more unique, understated choice. Depending on the trim and engine you pick, expect it to start in the mid-$50,000 range and climb if you load it with options, especially the hybrid tech. But here's the thing, you're not just paying for specs. You're paying for Volvo's unmatched safety reputation, that calming Scandinavian design, and the feeling that this car will look and feel fresh years down the line. Comparing it to past XC60 models, this facelift feels like a natural evolution. If you've driven the previous generation, you'll notice the smoother drive, the quieter cabin, and the tech that actually makes sense to use on a daily basis. It's still unmistakably an XC60. Volvo knows not to mess with a winning formula, but it's more refined, more eco-friendly, and just that little bit more special. So here's my take. The 2025 Volvo XC60 Facelift isn't a revolution, but it's a perfect example of how to keep a best-selling model fresh without losing what people love about it. If you're someone who wants luxury without shouting about it, tech without the complexity, and performance without guzzling fuel, this one's worth a serious look. And trust me, once you sit in that driver's seat and close the door, the world outside just fades away.